Hello, beautiful heart. What's vibin'? Welcome to my channel. All right, I am here to do today's energy forecast. Let's see what's going on. I know for many of you, this energy has been intense for the past 3 days. I kid you guys not. Been waking up earlier than normal, but waking up to crazy amounts of notifications from people. Yeah, my clients, and some not my clients, some I don't even know, but know of me. And you know, I'm reading your emails and your messages, and there's a lot going on, guys. I see you, I feel you, and I'm holding space. So this too will pass. This is all here to help clear. I was going to say bring clarity, and there's that. Let me turn on this other light. It's early in the morning here. Okay, there we go. Starting out with forgiveness and clarity. Forgiveness has been coming out a lot. So for those of you, and justice. You know, you may have a person or two or three, however many, that you need to forgive. But what I'm seeing and feeling the most lately with this forgiveness card is, where are you not forgiving yourself? And people could be quick to say, oh, no, I forgive myself. I'm good with myself. And I'm going to say, that's great. But are you really? Is there things that you're holding on to underneath, you know, those secret things that you think about yourself that you don't want anybody to know? Certain things about you that you feel others wouldn't accept or love. Those things. That's self-sabotage. That's the forgiveness that I'm talking about. It could be that. It could be, you know, maybe you did something to somebody intentionally or unintentionally. You know, whatever it is, guys, it's going to be different for each of you because this is a general reading. But really dive down and get gut level honest with yourself. I know sometimes, I know it can be scary, but face that lion, that fear, and walk through it. Because when you do, you're gonna walk through to a brand new adventure. The doors that are closed for you right now, that seem impossible, that seem like it's never gonna happen, these could be doors that you thought you were going to walk through, and then, you know, something happened. The doors will open. It's the key to open the doors is facing yourself, facing these fears, which are limiting beliefs. I promise you, freedom is on the other side, and so is the clarity. And guess what? When you can walk in this forgiveness, whether it's for you or other people, you gain clarity. And then what happens? Divine justice swoops in. Divine justice is an energy that, it's one of those energies that if something seems dead, divine justice can blow on in and resurrect that dead thing. One thing that I've learned on my path, I don't know where this is coming from, so somebody out there needs it. I learned never to say never. I used to always say, I never do that. Oh, I'll never do that. Guys, watch your words. Because, you know, everything that I said I would never, I'm over here nevering like never before. So again, I don't know who that's for, but take it as you need it. Adventure. I love this card. This one, look at her. She's still running. Obviously, she's got some battle wounds. She lost a lower leg, but that's not stopping her. She's persevering. This is how we need to be in life, because guys, we are coming out of this matrix programming. That is the programming we've lived by, and all of the different regimes, education, government, religion, it doesn't matter. They're all founded on the belief in two powers and in duality. So as we are waking up and leveling up from that, we have to persevere. It is like cosmic ass kicking after cosmic ass kicking. It does get better, guys. I promise you, it does. But getting through this takes a lot of perseverance and a lot of fortitude. It can be extremely lonely. Losing friends, family members, just not seeing things the way you used to see things, not putting up with lower energies anymore. But it's not going to stay that way forever. You are going up the ladder, up the mountain, however you want to put it. Yeah, we go through these cosmic ass kickings. It can feel like somebody threw us in the road and ran a dump truck over us, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And at times it can be so intense, we don't want to get up. We don't want to continue. You're not here to endure suffering. That's not your natural state. We go through pain and suffering and hurt because we're not paying attention. We're not listening to what that pain and hurt and suffering is trying to tell us. At the root of all of it is a limiting belief about yourself. And it takes elephant-sized balls to walk this path. But it is doable. And this has come out again, I believe this week, where I talked about with this rebirth, you're coming out of this darkness. I know, I've been hearing from you guys and I can feel it. Many of you have really been going through a dark time. I've walked through my dark times as well. That I didn't think I'd make it, but I did. For those of you that I just heard, how did you do it? Give me a clue. I got very stubborn that I would beat it, stubborn that I would get through it. The more people counted me out, the more people turned their back on me or said I couldn't do this. It was this stubbornness of, oh yeah, I can't, watch me. And now here I am. Guys, watch who you have on your path and watch who your friends are. I definitely was not planning on personal sharing today, but maybe somebody needs to hear this. You know, when we're in the matrix, we tend to surround ourselves with people that we connect with when we're in that energy. And a lot of times we don't realize what's really going on behind the scenes. People that you thought would be happy for you and want to see you win and achieve and do better. You're finding out that's not the case. It's not easy. You know, when I was going through school, people knew I was continuing my education, but I didn't tell them really what I was studying. I told them psychology. I was getting a psychology degree, but nobody knew that I was going on not only for my master's, but going for a doctorate in metaphysics and religious studies. I didn't tell anybody. I just did it. So then when I came out and announced, that I earned my degrees, one of my closest friends at the time, she was like a sister to me, was so upset and appalled that I never told her. That was, when that came out, that I saw the energy behind it, and then that started to unravel a lot of deception, lies, and envy and things that she was harboring. Ultimately, yes, it took down our friendship because I couldn't be around that. But why am I saying this? One, I don't know, somebody needs to hear this. If you're surrounded by people or you're looking for validation from certain people, these could be longtime friends, family, whatever, but you're getting these feelings that something just isn't right or on the level playing field, pay attention to your intuition. Guys, we find out for many of us, these limbs that we're losing, they're being cut off by those closest to us. And I'm not saying that for anybody to get into any lower vibrations. Not at all. You've got to stay in love. We need to stay essential harmlessness. Because life, we are creator beings. Everything we think and feel and the words we say create and shape our experiences. So if you send out jealousy, envy, and hate, you're going to get that back. That's why you want to stay in essential harmlessness, forgiveness, peace. Why? So when you send that out, when you bless somebody with love and happiness, especially if they've done you wrong, you are not digging a bigger hole for yourself that you have to get out of, because you're planting seeds of love and blessings. That's what you're going to get back. So for whoever is still in that dark cave, putting on the prosthetics, feeling broken, abandoned, abused, used, left out, but wanting, that validation or whatever from somebody outside of you. That's your challenge. Let it go. Give forgiveness, send love, give yourself the validation that you need. Walk through your door, because you're going to find clarity. You're going to get divine justice. You will persevere. This transformation, this change is huge for you. I have a secret. You win, but you're not going to win if you stay outside of the door, in the cave, and in victim. We've all played victim long enough. And I know it's not always easy to admit, but it is what it is. And there's no shame in where you've come from. Your testimony is in your test. Your story is in your mess. That's your message. And look, heed the vibes. You have been called to not react, not to sting, but to send out love. And guys, I get it. There were times on this path, did I want to send love? Hell no, I didn't. I went through an intense, nasty divorce. I didn't always want to send love. That was a lesson I had to learn. Friendships, all of that. But I learned through experience that if whatever I was thinking and feeling towards somebody else, it played out in my life first. So when I had that realization of, oh shit, I'm the one chopping off my own legs. I'm creating my own shit. The more that I blame other people, the more wounded I become. It wasn't easy to look at myself, to admit all of my flaws and weaknesses. But in doing so, those flaws, those weaknesses became my superpowers. My life is completely different now than it was when I was first awakening. Dreams are coming true. I am now living a life that I manifested. years and years ago. It's now coming through. What was the difference? What was the change to have it come through? I changed my mindset. I changed the way I was looking at things. I changed my perspective. I got very disciplined in my words and my thoughts and my feelings. I learned you get a thought, then you get a feeling to match it. That creates a thought form. That is the secret formula to manifesting. I didn't like what I was manifesting. So I took off my diaper and I put on my big girl panties and I did the work. And that's what we have to do. And as you do that, you will walk out completely different. But you got to give yourself the time to process and absorb what's going on. You guys have heard me talk all week about the story and how we get addicted to the story and we make stories out of the story. And the more that we do that, the more attached we are to the story, and it's not even truth. Because your version of the story was filtered through your experiences. The other person in the story has a completely different story of the same event, but they have different experiences and different filters, so their story is different. There's no right or wrong here. But look, you do this, what is the outcome here? Look, you've got the Five of Wands showing up with Judgment. This is a time for you to put down, avoid, turn away from any type of arguments, not just arguments, but what's the word I'm looking for? My goodness, my words have escaped me. Avoiding the competition, disagreements, conflicts, any type of being, provoked, baited into opinions, things like that. You're really saying, you know what? No, I'm not available for that. And as you do that, look, you elevate. This is Judgment. This is going to the next level in awakening. And guys, this next level, this is huge. You have been going through a major transition and a major change. It has been uncomfortable. I know. But what's the outcome? King of Pentacles. I love this. Stability, grounded, prosperity, wisdom, strength. Okay, here's what I'm getting. For those of you who are entrepreneurs or business owners, listen up. Even if you want to be a business owner, listen up. The energy that you have been sitting in, the story, the unforgiveness, thinking on what others have done, all of that, that is 100% affecting your finances and your business. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look at your own life. Look back. When you get into this mode of thinking about this situation, person, place, thing, whatever, does your money or business suffer? Only you can answer that. But within that answer is illumination. Because you're not going through all of this just to have a sucky life. You're going through all of this to clear all the bullshit so you can rise above it and then be the change. Help others go through what you've gone through. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Literally, that is the lion that you need to walk up to. These fears are in your mind. They are limiting beliefs and false perceptions. And I know they feel very scary, but once you walk up to it and you look at it, it's not scary at all. I am in the ease and flow of abundance in my life. Keep repeating that, especially when it feels like you are not in the flow of abundance in your life. Heal your thoughts, heal your body. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me just get an infinity oracle to wrap this up. I hope you found some clarity, strength, and hope in this, because guys, you're going to need it. You're going to need to rest after you process and absorb. Process and absorbing is a lot of rest. It's not engaging with other people. It's sitting with yourself, absorbing and allowing. Why? Because I'm telling you, come this full moon, I believe it's on July 13th, after that full moon you walk through, there's going to be a lot to celebrate. You do this, I'm telling you, put on Kool and the Gang Celebration. That is going to be your theme song for the rest of July. Keep the faith. Faith is a different vibration than believing. Faith and knowing are the same thing. So if you're just believing this and that it's going to happen, move that dial, move that belief into faith and knowing. For some of you, that's the epiphany that you need, because believing leaves room for doubt and fear. Believing comes with words like, well, I'm trying. There is no fucking try. There's just do. Trying is a victim mentality. It's that energy. Feel the difference. I'm trying versus I'm doing it. Completely different. Trying is like, again, it's that victimhood of, well, I'm trying to do it. It's just not working. What am I doing wrong? Blah. You know what I mean? Doing is no excuses, dealing with whatever comes up, finding solutions, because guess what? Every problem there is a solution. The solution is a different vibration than the problem. I'm just going to let that sit for a moment. The solution comes from the heart, not the intellect. The heart and the intellect are two different vibrations. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. And in the presence of the Christ, I bless you with health, wealth, prosperity, love, and joy. Namaste. Bye-bye.